Raiders. They coming in hot, aren't they? The Raiders are coming in hot. They're hiring this coach. They're hiring that GM. They're doing a little bit of this. They're doing a little bit of that. And as of yesterday, the Raiders have officially now hired Eagles and 49ers ex-head coaches Chip Kelly as their offensive coordinator. Guys, Chip Kelly has kind of been around the league the last couple of seasons, right? He was the head coach for 3 years at Philly, 1 year at San Francisco 49ers. He was a head coach for UCLA from 2018 to 2023 before becoming an OC at Ohio State and winning a national championship. Guys, the Raiders are in this complete rebuild mode. But can the Raiders make a legit run in 2025? Let's put this emphasis on a legit run. I'm talking about, let's just say, can they make the playoffs? Not even win a playoff game, not even be above 500. Can they just legitimately make the playoffs? That is the question. Guys, the Raiders have been attempting to make some splashes this offseason. They hired Pete Carroll as their head coach. They brought back their overrated average defensive coordinator, but hey, people are in love with him for whatever reason, and now they're bringing in Chip Kelly. Like I said, as a head coach for 4 years, Chip Kelly is 28-35 as a head coach. He went 26-21 in Philly and 2-14 in San Francisco. After leaving the NFL, he did serve as a head coach for UCLA from 2018 to 2023. Last season, he was the offensive coordinator for Ohio State, where they won the national championship. As you guys know, I coached several players that played on that national championship Ohio State team. Many of them did not like Chip Kelly. They were on the offensive side of the ball. In the process, they did fire Tom Telesco, their former GM, and they did promote John Spytek to their general manager after being assistant general manager for the Bucks in 2023. Now, guys, I do like a lot of these moves that the Raiders are moving this offseason. They are trying to get the front office in place and the coaching staff in place. You are bringing in a head coach that has a track record of doing good with rookie quarterbacks, i.e. Russell Wilson. And when you look at the Raiders' schedule next season, it's pretty favorable, right? Besides the Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos, which is their division rivals, they play the Jaguars, Titans, Cowboys, Giants, Browns, Bears, Texans, Colts, Eagles, Commanders, and the Patriots next season. To me, it seems like a very, very winnable season. A very, very 8-win, 9-win type of season. Guys, the problem with the Las Vegas Raiders is they can bring in the head coach they want. They can bring the offensive coordinator. They can bring in the general manager. They can bring in the best defensive coordinator that they want. The point of the matter is they still got 3 issues. One, they're still the Las Vegas Raiders. They're a shit show franchise. Nobody respects them. Nobody wants, as a free agent, wants to go there to play. You have to prove it a little bit before I'm going to serve the last 4 or 5 years of my life or my NFL career in Vegas. Number 2, they still have no quarterback. I know you guys loved Gardner Minshew signing last season. I know you guys loved Aiden O'Connell last season. I told you guys it was trash. It was stupid. It was ass. I didn't even think that they could lead you to a 5-win season. 3 wins later, Buck was right. You guys still have no quarterback. Now, yes, we still have the draft to go through. Yes, we still have the offseason. We still have some trades to work out. Dak Prescott is still going to be in the black and silver by this time next season, probably, right? Guys, but the Raiders, I don't have any faith in the Raiders at all. I don't. Now, you can call me a homer, you can call me this, you can call me that, whatever you want. But the simple fact of the matter is the Raiders suck. They're a bad franchise. They're a bad organization. They have a bad roster. And bringing a 73-year-old man to coach you is not going to work. Right? It is just not going to work. Even if they did nail the draft. Let's say they nailed the draft and they get the Dart kid and he's having a Jaden Daniels type of season. You guys understand he's 73 years old. He's not going to be coach for the next 15 years, 10 years, hell, maybe even 5 years. Guys, the Raiders can't hire right. They can't produce players right. They can't elevate players right. They've been drafting okay. Give Brock Bowers a year, he will want out. Guys, the Raiders are not loading up. They're another losing franchise. and they're going to suck yet again. It is what it is. James says, I think the Raiders will make the playoffs. James, the Raiders have a favorable schedule. When you look at their schedule, obviously it's February. Offseason hasn't happened. Preseason hasn't happened. The draft hasn't even happened. But basing off the schedule from last season, right? They can beat the Jaguars. They can beat the Titans. They can beat the Browns. They can beat the Giants. They can beat the Bears, Texans, Colts, Patriots. Right there's 8 wins. So not even counting the division wins over the Broncos and Chargers, there's 8 wins. So yes, they could make the playoffs if everything holds true like it did last season, right? Juna says, no, the Raiders cannot make the playoffs in 2025. Too much competition in that division and the AFC overall. The AFC West is arguably the best division in the AFC. Yes, I understand the AFC North is loaded, but the Browns, I thought they had something, but they're nothing now. The Browns are nothing. They might re-sign Joe Flacco next season just because. The Steelers, as if they do not trade Mike Tomlin out of town, they're going to be another 500 team. And the Bengals could be one of the biggest surprises of being the worst team in the AFC next season. So I see what you're saying, but I don't agree. Josh says the Chiefs are the heroes of the NFL and the Raiders are the villains. I think you got that kind of flip-flop, right? The Kansas City Chiefs are definitely the villains now, Josh. Anybody that can beat the Kansas City Chiefs, like the Denver Broncos last season, they are the heroes. The Buffalo Bills are the heroes. The Raiders are just hated, right? Nobody wants to see the Raiders to be successful, honestly. It just is what it is. Pepe says the Raiders give coaches 2 years and then realize they suck. Rinse and repeat. The Raiders are a dysfunctional mess. Not even Pete can fix that car wreck of an organization. And Pepe, let me add to that. Not even Tom Brady can fix the car wreck of this organization, right? They are worse than the Chicago Bears. At least the Bears give their coaches 3 years, right? And 2 quarterbacks. It is what it is. John says 100% right on about what Higgins is to Chase and Burrow. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Alpha Rob says the Raiders have no quarterback. But Alpha Rob, we signed Gardner Minshew to a 2-year, $40 million deal. We still have Aiden O'Connell. Don't forget about Desmond Ridder. Alpha Rob, point exactly. They have no freaking quarterback. James says, give them 1 win against my Browns. James, I feel sorry for you, man. Feel sorry for you. Pepe says the Raiders got 6 L's in their own division next year. Would not surprise me. However, Pepe, we know that the Raiders and Chiefs always play each other close. The Raiders seem to always split with the Broncos, too. Now, they usually sweep or get swept by the Chargers, but they'll get at least 1 win. Josh says, Pete Carroll is a great guy, but Rex Ryan would have been a good fit with the Raiders. What is the infatuation with like Rex Ryan? I understand he led the Jets to the AFC Championship, but was that really his team? I mean, yeah, he came in and was it 2 years after that they went to the AFC Championship game? But I mean, was it really his team? Because after that year, what'd they do? 3 wins, 4 wins, 5 wins. They weren't very good. There's a reason why Rex Ryan got fired from the New York Jets. He wasn't very good. There's a reason why he didn't get hired again by the New York Jets. Just not very good. Derek says, let's go, Raiders. Let's go. Let's go, Raiders. Let go. But, guys, do you guys think the Raiders are loading up? Are you liking the moves? Chip Kelly, Pete Carroll, keeping their defensive coordinator. What's his name? Graham. What was his name? Graham something. Can't remember his last name. What do you guys think? Interesting. All right, guys.